Girls, when you have phenomenal kitty, it definitely cripples that pull-out game. So beware because you've been warned. Hey you guys, it's Dinah and I am all dressed now. I just took a bath and it felt amazing. I sat in there forever. I love baths. I don't do them as often as I should. But I just felt like doing a bath. I felt like doing it yesterday, but once nighttime hit, I was like, no. So, that's my little OOTD. And just showing you my stomach. I'm not showing. Not really. Fake though. I'm just watching some YouTube.
Ideas, that's what the blessing does. So God has provided a lot of things for us where that blessing is involved. That's on your life and my life. Praise the Lord. It takes the toil out of our lives. So God has provided. Let
me stop showing y'all how I got this baby in here. No, I just wanted to show you like I'm getting a little thick, obviously. Full child in there. So at 11 weeks, my baby is now a fetus, not an embryo, but a fetus now. He has arms, legs, his bones are hardening. Something about his teeth are growing under his gums. What else is happening? Let me pause this. I like Dr. Bill Weston. I'm gonna start visiting his church because most churches with the stupid COVID, you gotta register to go to church, but his church, you don't have to register. So I'm gonna start going there like Sundays and or Wednesdays. So the baby right now, bones hardening, teeth growing under the gums. What else did they say? And I think his hair is growing on his skin from head to toe. They become real furry at one stage, like a peach. Oh, all of his organs are in place now. I always feel weird laying on my stomach because like I sleep on my sides and on my stomach. So I'm like laying on my stomach right now. Last night I was trying to sleep on my back. I'm going to give you some updates. I'm just waiting for my sister to get here to drop off some food because I don't really be feeling like cooking these days. I do if I have to, but really I've mainly just been eating like obviously fruit and then like soups and salads because it's just easy to just make. Like it only takes like 3-5 minutes, you know, and I have my meal. And then fruit, all I do is rinse it off, put it on a plate or in a bowl. So I just be trying to have easy stuff. And you know I don't really eat a lot of fast food, but sometimes I'll pick up something because it's already made. Anyway, I'm just waiting on my sister to drop off some yummy, delicious, home-cooked food for me and my guy. I do have a bowl of fruit and some water. Looks so freaking yummy. Yes, I love grapes. Lately, I've been eating the red seedless grapes. But anyway, let me give you these updates so I can stop holding my phone. And please excuse my acne. We'll blame it on the pregnancy hormones, but honestly, I never really have like an actual skincare routine, so I'm going to try to get one, and I'm going to be doing like pregnancy beauty vlogs, like how I like take care of my skin to avoid stretch marks. Right now, I don't have any stretch marks. I just have that line on your stomach, oops, right here. But obviously I'm not growing and showing, so I don't have any like stretch marks, but I'm going to want to prevent those. So I be using the cocoa butter Palmer's body lotion. So I'm gonna have to get some shea butter and some cocoa butter. I might make my own whipped shea butter, body butter, because I used to make that a lot when I was a teenager. So I might make me a batch of that I'll just put on myself on the regular to avoid stretch marks. Yeah, so I'm like 11 weeks and 3 days, so that's 2.5 months. I'm almost done with the first trimester. I definitely feel like I'm carrying a boy. I don't know the gender yet. I won't know the gender until February, when I go to the doctor. I go on the 3rd for my prenatal visit. I have to pick up my prenatal vitamins. I keep forgetting to pick those up. So that's the only thing I'm not really doing. I'm obviously physically active because, like I said, I still be dancing. I have not worked all week, but I plan on working this weekend. So, you know, like physical activity like that, like 3 days out of the week, that's good. So I was pregnant all of November. The first week of November, I had got my cycle. My guy thinks that we conceived on his birthday. I still had got my cycle, but that was like my last cycle. After that, obviously, I did not know I was pregnant. I did not know I was pregnant until the first week of December because I did not get my cycle, and I was expecting it the last week of November because my cycle shifts. So when it didn't come the last week, I started thinking, because I had like cramps and stuff, and it kept feeling like my cycle was coming, but it didn't come. So I was like, I'm gonna have to take a test. And I didn't want to entertain the thought, but I was like, let's just be legit and on the up and up, because, you know, I always gotta take care of my body, and I need to know what's always going on with it. So the entire month of November, obviously, I was fine. I didn't have any crazy symptoms or anything. The only thing that happened, I felt bad because I was still drinking and smoking, obviously, when I would go to work and stuff. I was like partying really hard because I was working a lot. I was working like 5-6 days out of the week. So I was drinking like every day. So when I found out I was pregnant, I felt so bad, but we're still good. We're still rolling. We're still good. Because I'm a fairly healthy person. Y'all know I drink lots of water, so, and I eat pretty good and I exercise. So hopefully all of that stuff just, you know, kind of went straight through me and bypassed the baby. And I was always drinking on an empty stomach too. So that sound bad. But anyways, so the only thing that happened in November was like for Thanksgiving Day. Since I was partying so hard all of Thanksgiving week, I like felt sick, and I like ate a lot of food, and I thought it was because it was my body trying to absorb all that alcohol from the night before. But maybe it was, maybe it wasn't, but I just like ate a whole lot of food. And I know y'all like, oh, that was Thanksgiving. No, like I ate way more than usual. Like I just kept eating all day, and I just ate way more than usual. Like I was like a monster that couldn't be satisfied. But anywho, so if you had seen my vlogs, my stomach was really still flat. Like only right now my stomach is not as flat as it normally is. It's still flat, but it's not like whoosh, it's like a little water pudge at the bottom. Then in December I got food aversions, so I wasn't nauseous or anything at all in November. December I started experiencing nausea, and it kind of got bad. Things started to change in December. So what happened? I started getting, like the hotter a room would be, it would make me nauseous. I started having morning sickness, but not just in the morning, like different times during the day. I don't actually throw up. One thing about me is, like, before I got pregnant, smoking weed, I would feel nauseous a lot. Even if I wasn't smoking weed, it is just how it affected my body. I would feel nauseous randomly throughout the day, but I never throw up. So the nausea, I was fairly used to it because I had already experienced that months in advance before being pregnant. But some days it would be really bad, where it's just like all I felt was like a headache and the constant need to throw up, but I can't throw up. Like, I don't actually throw up. I just always feel like I have to throw up, and it just was like a overwhelming feeling of like seasickness or something. Like, I don't know. So that happened in December, and it was just on and off. Like, some days I'd be fine, other days I have food aversions, so I felt bad because once again I wasn't really eating because everything just was disgusting to me. To this day, the only main things I like to eat are fruit, vegetables. Of course, I'll eat veggie sandwiches, like go to Subway and get a veggie sandwich. But yeah, I'm starting to become more vegan. I'll always eat honey, but I never was big on dairy, but I always used eggs and cheese. Now I've been noticing since being pregnant, I've been reaching more for like vegan cheese, and I want to start using the Just Egg, which is vegan eggs. It's just like it says, it's just like regular eggs, but only it's plant-based. Everything I eat is plant-based except for fried catfish, and I'm open to eating fried shrimp. I haven't eaten it yet, but I'm open to eating it. Seafood was one of the main things that disgusted me early December. First week of December, I took the pregnancy test. It instantly showed positive, like instantly. As the urine hit, it just started showing positive. I took 3 more. They all did the same thing. So I took 4 tests, and I didn't have to wait 2 or 3 minutes. They instantly popped up. "Yeah, girl, you pregnant. You pregnant. So I told my partner, I don't like calling him boyfriend because I'm like not 12. So that's why if you ever see me pausing when I'm trying to like refer to him, it's because I don't know what to call him. He's my partner, my romance companion, my special friend, as I be saying sometimes, my special person. Oh, we are involved. We are together. He did have a plan. I don't know if I should tell y'all that yet. But basically, he had plans for him. He had a plan for a life with me. So a plan for us together. But over the summer, I got off my birth control. And you know. If you're not wrapping it up, when I'm in a serious relationship, like long-term relationship, like we've been together for a year or more, after the first few months, we stopped using condoms. So whoever I'm with, after like, once we like already established like we're gonna be in it for the long haul, we're not gonna keep spending money on condoms. We're only having sex with each other. I did want us to start using condoms, but like most men, he does not actually like to use a condom unless he has to, like for the random women. So both of us knew I was off my birth control. And yeah, it's not a big deal. It's not a good thing or a bad thing. It's just a part of life that's happening, and we're embracing it. He wanted kids, but we'll do a Q&A later. I'm just really here to update you about all of my symptoms and what I've been experiencing in these 11 weeks. So yeah, so December was a little more harsh than November, and then this month, yeah, a lot of foods, a lot of things, like being in the grocery store when I would have to get stuff for like whatever I was desiring to eat that day, a lot of stuff would disgust me and I would get nauseous in the store. Now I can go in the store and things will mildly disgust me, but not to the point where I'll be sick. I'm trying to think what else happened in December. Oh, that's the other thing. I usually like to drink water room temperature. Now I always desire it cold. I drink infused water. At times it would taste gross to me, so water infused with lemon, lime, sometimes cucumbers, like that taste became gross to me. I used to be cold a lot. Not so much now, but it'd be like up and down like my actual body temperature. So since I used to feel cold all the time before being pregnant, I would always have the heat up really high. My guy, he likes to keep it cool, but obviously when I'm home, he'll have the heat up because, you know, he wants to please me because he says, happy wife, happy life. He's always so surprised because now I'm always turning the heat down, because if it's too hot, it makes me feel sick. It makes me nauseous and disgusted and just, ugh. Oh, there was a period in December when my skin was actually flawless, like no acne. I mean, I still had dark spots from where all this acne was, but I had no acne at all, and I was glowing. You know, that pregnancy glow. I had that. Yes, I need to get that back. So I guess I'll just fast forward to this month, January, because I can't really think of anything else. My body temperature changed. I wanted cold water instead of room temperature water. I want my whatever dwelling I'm in, I like it to be nice and cool. When I was working in Arizona, the place I was staying in was always hot, so I was sick a lot. And I didn't want to complain because I hate complaining around other people. That's why I'm here now. That's why I had to come back home where I could be comfortable. The money out here sucks, but I have to make it work because the alternative is if I'm back out there in Arizona, of course, I'll make more money, but I will be sick a lot. Unless I picked a different place to stay, but that would cost more money. So in January, I'm not as nauseous. Like right now, I'm fine. I don't feel nauseous. Oh, I haven't been constipated. I still have my usual regularly routine bowel movements. I am a fairly I have a regulated system because of my diet, because of the fact that I drink mainly water. Like, I rarely drink anything other than water. Sometimes you'll see me have some green tea, some orange juice, but yeah, I never drink soda and pop. Sometimes I'll have a lemonade, but 89% of the time I'm drinking water, and 75% of the time I'm eating fruit and vegetables. So my system is pretty regulated. So I know some women, they get constipated during pregnancy, and I'm still early in mine, so I haven't experienced that. I have not experienced any back pains. Oh, obviously, I can't believe I forgot. Okay, so in November, I did have symptoms. In November, my breast swole up. They got bigger. I already have fairly big boobs, but they got bigger. So my boobs were feeling really heavy in November, and my nipples became tender. So sometimes they're tender still, but not as much. Like, they would be really tender. So when I would be doing private dances in the VIP, if a customer was like trying to like grab my boobs, because back then, oh, that's the other thing. Back then, I would let customers touch my boobs and smack my butt. Like, I didn't care, because I would just make them tip me extra. But I didn't care if they wanted to like caress my breasts or whatever. I would just make them tip me extra. But in November, my nipples were so tender if a customer was like trying to reach for my breasts in VIP, like touch them, I would actually squeal. Like, I would actually release a sound of pain, because they would actually hurt. And I would try to play it off and be cute, but yeah, it would hurt. And so now I don't dance as much anymore, obviously. But now when I do dance, I don't really let the customers touch me anymore. So that's another thing that's changed. I feel gross. Like, at first I was just like a party girl. I did not care. You could touch me as long as you tipping me. Like, I didn't care. We finna do this dance and get this money. Now I just be like, ugh. And then also in December, I had the heightened sense of smell. So I could smell things way more. Like, when my guy brushes his teeth and uses mouthwash, I could smell that all the way from the next room. I'd be like, oh, he brushed his teeth. Because I don't like the way his mouthwash smells. But anyways, so them customers, you know how when people drink certain beers, they breath stinks like, ugh, like, you know. And then when Some men, they just ain't got good hygiene. Let's just say that. I'm not gonna go through the whole list. They just simply don't have good hygiene. So that's also why I don't work as much. Like when I was in Arizona, all I had to do was work 3 hours, like anywhere between 3 or 4 hours, and I was leaving with anywhere between $200 to $600 in that short amount of time. If it was really slow and bad, I was leaving with like 200 and some change. And if it was good and decent, I was leaving with $500 to $600 in only 2 to 4 hours. Now, I haven't really been working because I'm back in Chicago. But when I do start working, I'll just be doing 3 days out of the week or 3 nights, because the club I work at does not actually have a day shift, which sucks. So now I don't like the customers to touch me. Like, they could touch my butt, but I don't like them touching me too much. Especially my boobs are off limits, because like I said, they be tender and that stuff hurts. I remember early in the pregnancy, it was like early December or something, but I was dancing for this one customer, and you know, when I be doing my dances, I be trying to be cute or whatever. Like if they wearing a cap, I'll take the cap off of them and put it on me while I'm dancing on them, you know, whatever, so they could be like, oh, she ratted me with my hat on type of thing. And so anyways, so I did that to the one customer. I took his hat off and put it on me, and I'm dancing on him, grinding on him. Oh my goodness, you guys. His hair stunk so bad. And it made my hair stink because his hat, it was like he was sweating under it all day. Like he was out working in the sun all day, and it stinked. And he wanted to go to VIP, and I'm like, yeah, we're going to go to VIP. But I just wanted the dances to end because it smelled so bad. I ended up having to take that hat off. I was like, ooh, I think it looks better on you. But like, ugh, everything just smelled so bad. I was really irritable. So my hormones was like, so my dude was just like always getting on my nerves. Like when he would come visit me in Arizona, I was just real irritable with him. And he just couldn't understand. I was like, you have to understand. Now my hormones are gonna be all over the place. So now for this month in January, like I feel like everything's fairly mild. Like I don't feel like I've experienced anything crazy yet. So this month, mild food aversions, nothing crazy. Like it's not as extreme as last month. Sometimes I be tired and I'll be like, I didn't even do anything. That's another thing. This month I've been tired. And I'll be like, oh, I only worked like 6 hours. Why am I tired? And the other day, I was randomly like sexual, I guess, because me and my guy are still active, obviously, because I'm not big yet. Normally, he's initiating it like 97% of the time. He's going to initiate it. I don't really be like, woohoo. Sometimes I'll be like, ugh, I don't want to, I don't feel like it. But most times I just go with the flow. I just be like, okay. But the other day I was like actually into it, like on some woohoo stuff. And that only happened a couple of times, like a few times. But like anyone who like knows me knows I don't actually like having sex. Like I don't actually have a sex drive. I do it because it's beneficial for me. I'm good at it and comes with lots of perks and privileges for me. Sometimes I don't feel like I said, cooking. Sometimes I don't feel like working out most times. Like I need to do my yoga. And I haven't been doing it. Oh, I've been burping a lot more because I don't really burp like in real life. Like I really don't burp, but I've been burping a lot lately. That's gross, but I don't know. But yeah, my hormones aren't really crazy. Like I don't really, like I do get irritated sometimes, but I don't know. I feel like everything is just very mild right now, and I'm grateful for that. So I'll check in with you guys next week. I'll be doing weekly vlogs with updates and symptoms, and then I'll also be doing what I eat in a day videos. I'll do those weekly also. And then I'll do like health and beauty, or like pregnancy beauty videos, like how I'm maintaining my skin or whatever. Workout videos for when I do finally decide to work out. And since I'm not dancing as much, and these are my last few months dancing, every time I go to work I will be vlogging. So whether it's a good night or not, because I know I prefer to show you when I'm having a good night, because I just feel like it's boring to watch if it's like a slow night. But you know, I'm gonna give you what I can give you for the short amount of time, because after March, no more stripper vlogs. But y'all already knew this was not a long-term thing. So yes, so new chapter and phase of my life, new mommy. I am somebody's mama, and just starting a family and shifting. Until the next video.